and it is time for a very special video. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time now, but I decided to wait for a very cool number to stop on to show my shiny collection. And I actually got a giant Excel document up here where I can even go through all of the shinies I've ever gotten and how I've gotten them, up to the most recent, which is number 150. Now, some of those blank areas are shinies that I either traded or gave away to people. So technically I have far more than that, or I have acquired more than that, but these are the ones that I've kept. So we're going to start right at the very beginning, and I'll work my way down. I'm going to let you know how I got these shinies, so we don't spend too much time on each one of them just admiring how awesome they all are. I'm just going to tell you how I got each one of them. We'll take a look at the natures, and you'll obviously see the movesets they're using already. This is Kubla, my shiny Charizard. My first shiny, it was a Masuda method in black. This is Nightmare, my second shiny Pokemon. Was also a Masuda method in black. It's, let's see, a brave nature, proud of its power, and I've already messed up my first one. Shiny Charizard is a relaxed, takes plenty of siestas. Back down to Nightmare. Obviously Blaze and Illusion, they don't have any other options for their abilities. Third one here was a Wild Encounter shiny. I had no shiny charm or anything, this was just black that I was doing this in. Completely on accident, I was just walking somewhere. This was shiny Jinx, my next Pokemon. It has Timid, often lost in thought, and Forewarn is its ability. Evangeline, my Shining Gardevoir. I love this one. This one's amazing. This was my first attempt at chaining, and I actually failed. And while trying to get my chain back up again, I stepped into a normal patch, and a 1 out of 8,192 shiny Ralts appeared. It has the Trace ability, a mild nature, and good endurance. Pretty epic, especially with an insanely high special attack there. Fiora, this is my shiny Ponyta. This was my first successful chain that I actually got that shiny patch to appear on. It is a bashful nature and it likes to run. Next we have Andromeda, my shiny Altaria. This was an awesome chain. This one was the first one where I was able to get more than one shiny Pokemon to appear. It's a jolly nature, and it has good perseverance. Next is an Athena, which is my shiny Swablu. Obviously this was from a chain from Pokemon Platinum, like I was saying. And, oh, if I didn't mention before, the chains that I was saying before from these two are from Pokemon Platinum. But these two, this was a 1 out of 8,192, this was actually a chain, this is a chain, this is a chain, and there's one more Swablu after this. So these Swablus, quiet, takes plenty of siestas, natural cure ability, I think they all have natural cure. The third Swablu is docile and proud of its power. Next is Titan, my shiny Aggron, who's currently holding Aggronite. He's amazing. He was also chained in Pokemon Platinum. He has the Rock Head ability, which is great for his double edge he's using there. Only thing is when he Mega Evolves, that does change. He's a naughty nature with a sturdy body, which is pretty great for him. I chained one more shiny Ralts, named him Rex, and that's his moveset. I believe that's just what he came with. And he also is naughty and likes to relax, which is pretty cool. He has the sturdy ability. This is Ash, the first Pokemon that initiated the all shiny game challenge. If you haven't seen any of those videos, go watch the playlist. It's pretty epic. But anyway, this is his moveset. He has the Blaze ability, and he's a calm nature, somewhat vain. Juggernaut, this is my Shining Tauros. This was a chain from Pokemon Platinum for my all shining game. Anger Point's his ability. He has a mild nature, good endurance. Volterra. Now, this is yet another Pokemon Platinum chain. At this point I was getting really good at chaining Pokemon Platinum, so I was making a lot of Pokemon for my all-shining game. This is Volterra, the Raichu. Static is the ability, and unfortunately it has a careful nature and it is a little quick-tempered, so it's kind of a bummer. It wasn't that powerful, but it still did good enough for my game. Cuddles here is my shining Pinsir. He's holding the Pincerite, and that is his moveset currently. He's got a pretty nice nature. I believe that's adamant. Yep, right there. Proud of his power, which is awesome. Extremely high physical attack, and Hyper Cutter, which stops them from lowering his attack, which is also very nice. Tyrant. This was a really awesome chaining video. If you want to go back and watch that one, this is a chain in Pokemon Platinum yet again, except this is not for the Shiny Challenge. That is his current moveset right there. I've chained, I think it was a total of 5 Larvatars, and this is the one I chose to go with. It's a neutral nature with Sandstream, Quirky, and Strong-Willed. Here's one of the Larvatars. I just evolved to a Pupitar to get that middle stage. Also chained from Platinum, it is a serious, somewhat of a clown, with shed skin currently. One of the Larvatars. This is a jolly, somewhat stubborn, which if you remember from my Larvitar video, the next one is also a jolly, somewhat stubborn. That's very weird. So our next and final Larvitar is a calm, strong-willed Larvitar. This is a shiny Mightyena. It also goes with a shiny Poochyena that I chained for a friend of mine, and he kind of gave me the short end of a stick here, and we were making a deal to get a shiny for each other, and he never did it for me, so now I have them. It is an intimidating, sassy, highly curious is the Mightyena. The Poochyena is a runaway, timid, somewhat vain. This is Huntress. Yes, this is an awesome one. Huntress is my shiny Marowak, obviously. I really love using Smackdown and Bone Meringue. Really great combo of moves, especially against birds. This is a Lightning Rod Pokemon, which is great. It is a bold nature, impetuous, and silly. Bold is kind of a bummer because it lowers my physical attack, but the defense makes up for it. Plus, if you hold the Bone Club, which for some reason mine is not doing at the moment, it makes it really good. Here's a level 100 Pokemon. This is pretty epic. This is my Shining Salamence. This was a Pokemon Platinum chain, which I did not say about this shiny Cubone, or that's a Marowak now, but it was a shiny Cubone when I chained it in Platinum. Also a Pokemon Platinum chain, shiny Salamence. And Salamence has the Intimidate ability, and the nature is brave, somewhat stubborn. And I got 5 of these as well, just like the Larvatars, so I evolved to the second stage here. Shelgon, with Rockhead, has Naive and Highly Curious. One of the Bagons, high speed, low defense, hasty, likes to fight. Next Bagon is Bashful, quick to flee. And then I traded the last Bagon online for somebody who's helping me complete my shiny Vivillon collection, which we will see more of much later. But this is one of them that I got somewhere online. I just put it here to replace the Bagon because technically that is the slot it was replacing. This is the shiny Monsoon pattern. It is from Japan. It has the Shield Dust ability. Quiet is its nature, and it is alert to sounds, so that's pretty cool. This is Lucky, my shiny Eevee. This is a really cool shiny Pokemon to find because it was on a really low chain in Pokemon Platinum when that shiny patch appeared. I believe it was on chain 9. It was pretty cool. I'm not going to evolve Lucky just because I got more shiny Eevees later. So Eevee here is a runaway ability, timid, and a sturdy body. And that is actually it for our first box. But as we zoom back here, we see that there are 2 holes that we passed up. And that's because these Pokemon are actually in other games right now. But fortunately, so we can still see them all, I have those games. This here is replacing that slot right next to Pinsir. And it is Legend, my Shining Smeargle. Currently he is in, this is White 2, so that we can soft reset for Shining Latias, which I might as well do right here. And he's basically going to stay in here as my shiny Pokemon Hunter because of his amazing moveset of Spore, Thunder Wave, False Swipe, and Super Fang, which I never got to show his nature or anything, but he has own tempo, and it's not showing me his nature or anything, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. The other slot we missed down there was for my Shining Ditto, which is a really epic video if you go back to watch that one. It was a chain directly after Lucky, the Shining Eevee, and this appeared in a chain of 3. Really cool, really exciting. The reason he's not traded up, but he's a docile, highly curious by the way, the reason he's not traded up is because I did some messing around with a glitch you could do in the 4th generation to give Ditto moves, and I ended up doing that to him, and because of that, unless I removed them all, the game, Pokebank, considers him to be fake, and I cannot trade him up. So I'm gonna leave him like that for now until I decide to remove those moves, but that's it for our first box. Let's go to our second. Jarbond. This is my first evolved shiny Eevee evolution, and this was chained in Pokemon Platinum with all of the other Eevees. So this was the Eevee that I chose to evolve into Vaporeon, and those were the moves you just saw down here. It has Water Absorb since it evolved. Its ability is its ability is Water Absorb, but it has Relaxed Nature, and it loves to eat, so that's really good for Vaporeon. The extra defense makes that HP all the more helpful. So, next Eevee evolution we have down here is Zevio. The next Eevee I evolved was Jolteon. There's the moveset currently right there. It's not leveled up very high. Volt Absorb, and its ability, its nature, sorry I keep messing that up, is Naive. It likes to relax. Next is Hades. We're getting the hang of what's going on here. This one is a shiny Flareon, the next Eevee. Flash Fire with, I believe it's Docile. Yes, very finicky. Loki, the shining Umbreon. Doesn't have any interesting moves quite yet. Never got really around to giving it all those attacks. And it has Synchronize. It is a quiet, takes plenty of siestas. Spectre is next. You've actually seen me shiny hunt with this one once for Regice, because it is a Synchronize as well, but it is a calm nature and it is mischievous. So, pretty sweet. Next is Druid, my shiny Leafeon. And like I said, all these Eevees were chained in Platinum. I chained them all in the Trophy Garden. It has Leaf Guard, and it is a serious, a little quick-tempered. As you can see, a lot of my Pokemon here have Pokerus. It's pretty easy to get it nowadays with Wonder Trade and stuff like that. So, this is Borealis, my shining Glaceon. It is a sassy, somewhat stubborn, so it's got some insane special defense there. This is a shiny Sylveon. I actually chained 2 extra shiny Eevees, anticipating 2 new shiny Eevee evolutions to appear in the new games, and we only got 1 of them, so I have this one for Shining Sylveon here, which is a relaxed nature and a little quick-tempered. Cute Charm is its ability. There's that extra Eevee I told you about. I might trade this to someone at one point. I'm not sure. Mainly to turn it into a Shining Sylveon, I'm assuming. It has lowered special defense though and heightened speed, so it really wouldn't be the best Sylveon, so I'm not sure. I'm probably going to trade. This is from a chain I did for somebody as a gift. I chained them a shiny Skitty, and directly after I got 2 other ones, which was pretty awesome. So this was the Delcatty that I evolved for myself. It has Normalize was its ability you saw right there, and Careful and Very Finicky are its nature and capabilities. And it's got heightened special, lowered special attack, heightened special defense for that. This is my shiny Meadow form Vivillon that I got for trading the extra Skitty, the Shining Skitty. See, I had one of them I gave away as a gift, and then I got 1, 2, and that second one I traded for this Vivillon here, which is pretty awesome. It's German, it has Shield Dust, and it is relaxed, somewhat vain. I have lots of relaxed shinies if you start noticing that. This is Synchro. He was the next chain I did after that. For a shiny Mewtwo, I was trying to get a synchronizing Pokemon, which he does have synchronized. It's just not that great. It's just okay. It's impish, and he takes plenty of siestas. My next was a second Mewtwo for the same reason, same chain, Platinum. Synchronize again, this time Naive, likes to run. Mr. Tweetums. This was a chain once again in Platinum, and I did this intentionally for the Ditto glitch that I told you about earlier. You can see that's the same moveset minus Rage that my Ditto has. That's because of that Ditto glitch. You can look up how to do it yourself if you want to. It's called the Rage glitch if you want. Its Runaway is its ability. It's calm-natured and somewhat of a clown. This is my shiny Haxorus. This is just the Haxorus that you get in Black 2, or I got in my Black 2 game, so it's not really a hunt, but it's still one of my shiny Pokemon. It has Mold Breaker, Mild, and Very Finicky. Same game, Black 2, the Gibble you get after beating Black Tower. I just leveled it up and gave it a Garchomp Eye here. It is Sandvale and Sassy with a sturdy body. Nice. This is my Shining Milotic. This was an epic one. This was a this took a very long time to get. This was a Masuda method hunt that took place for like 3,000 eggs in my Black game, and then about 500 in my Black 2 game for it to finally hatch. It is a it has Marble Scale, and it is a quiet nature, often lost in thought, which is amazing. So that is it right there. This is Puddle. He's my second shiny Ditto. I got him in a wild encounter with my shiny Charm. I got the shiny Charm shortly after hatching my Milotic, and I went to go look for a shiny Metagross in the Giant Chasm and got a shiny Ditto instead. It has Limber, and it is a rash nature, loves to eat. I already had shiny Ditto, so I was just kind of okay about him. And then shortly after that, I did get my shiny Metagross, which is amazing. So there's his moveset right there. He is a clear body using ability, and his nature is mild and takes plenty of siestas. The mild decreasing his defense is kind of upsetting, but the extra special attack is a really nice boost, so I'm not bummed about it. Macaroni. This was from a lost video. I was doing some Shiny Charm Wild Encounters in Victory Road, Black 2. He's using Rough Skin, and is a serious nature, highly curious. It's pretty cool. Voltress, my shiny Ampharos. I went back to chaining in Pokemon Platinum, holding Ampharosite here, so I've Mega Evolved it. Its ability is Static, and it has a really nice nature there if you see it. It is modest and takes plenty of siestas, so that's pretty nice for an Ampharos. There's Flaffy, because I chained 2 extra Mareeps, 3 extra total, but one of them I gave to somebody else. This is just so I could get the whole line here. The Flaffy, also aesthetic, is a calm, highly curious. And the last Mareep of mine, static as well, serious, loves to eat. Play Bunny, another actually the same person who I chained the Mary before. I was just chaining them some pink Pokemon shinies, and was going for a Baneri. It's another video you can go watch, and I ended up getting one for myself and just evolving it just because I had it. It has the Klutz as its ability, and its nature is naive and likes to relax. So I actually had an extra Baneri, and it was chained with this one as well in Platinum, and traded it to somebody online to get yet another Eeveelutions shiny form. And this one is the River form. Really like this one. It's pretty rare. It has the Compound Eyes ability. Pretty cool. And it's a gentle nature, alert to sounds. This one was hatched, as you can see there. That's pretty cool. Shining Shedinja. I really like this one. This one's pretty sweet. Doesn't really do anything if you tap them there. This was a chain in Pokemon Platinum for Ninkatas, and it evolves both ways, as you can tell. So it's got the Wonder Guard ability, obviously, because all Shedinjas do, and it's got a rash nature, good perseverance. I have him EV trained in attack and speed, which is nice. So, Shedinja, and here is Tech Jacket from, whatever, we don't need all the names for these, but whatever. This is the Ninjask, obviously the pair of that Shedinja. There's the move set for him, and go up here, Speed Boost is his ability, and he's got the same rash, good perseverance, because it's technically the same Pokemon. Mantis, this is a pretty sweet one. I actually haven't gotten around to fighting with it though. Really would like to. At one point it was using the Mega Stone. This is also a chain from Pokemon Platinum. I did this for somebody else, and they got the third Scyther of mine that I chained. This one, the one I chose to evolve into a Scissor, is hasty, highly persistent, and that is, it's a Swarm right there. Swarm ability, which now that I go back to look at them, Cannibal, this is my other one. You can go back up here, and this one was a Technician, which I think Technician's a little bit better. Maybe the stats or something will change my mind, but anyway, this one is Neutral, Bashful, and Mischievous for my other Scyther. This is Royal, another Mega Evolving Pokemon. That's the Houndoomite right there. It's got Pokris. This was another Pokemon Platinum chain. Has the Flash Fire ability, hasty nature, and takes plenty of siestas. Why do my Pokemon do that? It's kind of weird. And it seems like we're at the end of our box. And that was all of them in that one. So we're going to go to the next box here, box 3. We're going to start off with an awesome one. Take a look at this. Shining Latios, my first Shining Legendary. He was a resetted Pokemon from Black 2, and I did use my Shining Charm, but whatever, he's still a Shining Latios, and that's amazing. His ability is Levitate, and he has the gentle nature, likes to relax. This is Toxin. He was my first Pokemon that I chain fished to get a shiny form, and that is his moveset right there. He's pretty sweet. Love that color change. He has Poison Touch, and his nature is serious, and his characteristic is mischievous. Gobel. This is a Shining Lantern that I got through chain fishing again. I have a lot of consecutive fishing Pokemon about to show up right now. It has the Volt Absorb ability, and its nature is brave and likes to run, so kind of counteracts that speed. Gargoyle. This is my Shining Kingdra. This was a really fun one to get as well. It has Swift Swim, and it's a naughty nature capable of taking hits, so it's pretty good for Kingdra. Pudge. This is my Shining Sea King. It's the move set right there, and then up here we can see it has Water Veil, and it has a timid nature and sturdy body. It was also a consecutive fish. Another consecutive fish was Clyde here, my Shiny Huntail. He has the Swift Swim ability, docile nature, and he is capable of taking hits. We don't have time to go through all the EVs on these, but I'm passing a lot of Pokemon that I have EV trained. You might be able to tell based on stats. My next consecutive fish Pokemon was Octavius here, who was chained as a Remoraid, but this is the one that I chose to evolve. He has the Sniper ability, and he has Hasty and Alert to Sounds. So, that's him. I got 2 more shiny Remoraids because I was in the same area trying to get another Clamperl shiny, so I have extra Remoraids here. This one has Hustle, Jolly, and somewhat of a clown. Next shiny Remoraid is a Sniper, Docile, and somewhat vain. Pretty cool. And then I did get that other shiny Clamperl. This is Bonnie, so they're Bonnie and Clyde. And this is the shiny Gorobus, the alternate evolution of Clamperl. It has Swift Swim as well, mild nature, and highly curious, which is great. So you can see that's cranked up special attack right there. It's pretty awesome, only for being on level 41. Abyss, my shining Sharpedo. This was the same area where I got that Sea King. He was really what I wanted, and I went back and actually got him that time. That's his moveset right there. He has rough skin and adamant nature and likes to run, which adamant is pretty epic with him. Fudge, shining Regirock. This is an epic video if you go back to watch that. He's an epic a lot. He's holding a citrus berry. Oh, that was probably from a competitive fighting of some sort. There's his moveset. He's really powerful, if you can't tell. Especially with his, not just the clear body, but take a look at that physical defense, because it is heightened due to his relaxed and his good endurance. That is pretty sweet. Next is Crocodile. I actually refer to this one as Untitled because I accidentally sent it up to this game without changing the name. So, this is Untitled, my shiny Crocodile. Sorry for shaking the camera, I'm switching hands a lot. It has an Intimidate for its ability, and its nature is timid and it is quick to flee, so it's kind of a bummer. Though it is very, very fast, its attack is very low, so that's kind of a bummer. Feral. Oh, didn't even say how I got... Okay, after him, I didn't tell you how I got them. He was a consecutive fish. Obviously, you cannot consecutive fish Regirock. Regirock was soft resetted with the shiny charm in Pokemon Black 2. This was a wild encounter in Pokemon Black 2 with that shiny charm. And then Pokemon Y. I did a Masuda method hunt, and it was a really long one to get this guy. So this was Masuda method hunt. There's the moves right there. Ice Punch was hatched over. Torrent is the ability, and its nature is jolly and somewhat vain. Ruin was a soft reset with a shiny charm in Black 2 as well. Holding Quick Claw. There's the moves as well right there. It's a clear body ability, relaxed nature again, and likes to run. Da Vinci. This is a wild encounter Pokemon Black 2 shiny with the shiny charm. It has the Thick Fat ability, relaxed nature again, and takes plenty of siestas, so he's like my typical nature characteristic Pokemon. Next is Wave Ice, my shining Regice. This was also in Pokemon Black 2. Yes, I believe it is Black 2, and I didn't have to use White 2 for this one. He's holding the Rocky Helmet. This was another soft reset with the shiny charm. There's his moveset right there. So he has clear body like the others. He's a calm nature, highly persistent. Like I said earlier, Spectre, my Espeon, was the synchronizer for that ability there. And take a look at that awesome special defense. Spark! From the very recently completed All Shining game. This is my shiny Togepi that I chained in Pokemon Platinum for my All Shining game with an awesome moveset right there. It would normally be holding, I believe it's the Razor Fang, or Razor, yeah, I think the Razor Fang that increases your flinch rate. It has the Serene Grace ability. It is a serious nature and loves to eat. It's got some pretty high IVs. That's pretty awesome. Aquarex. This is my Shining Nido King. Was also chained for that all Shining game. You can take a look at his moveset right there. He's pretty cool. He has Poison Point. He's hasty and proud of his power. Now, he was also chained in Pokemon Platinum for my Heart Gold game. I chained several Nidorinos, so I'm going to just flip through them here for you. This one here, let's see, has Poison Point as well, is Quirky, Good Endurance. This one is Rex, and he has a Poison Point ability as well. He's quiet, capable of taking hits. I actually traded the next two shiny Nidorinos over. This one was just with a passerby, so this was just a random trade. Shining Swalot. Liquid Ooze is his ability. He is hasty and strong-willed. Pretty cool. And of course, yet another shining Vivillon. This one is the Savannah form, traded for one of those Nidorinos. Pretty cool moveset once again. Compound Eyes is this one's ability. And it is hasty and takes plenty of siestas. This one was from the Friend Safari. Another shiny Pokemon chained for the All Shining game in Platinum. Awesome. This is Shining Dusknoir. Pretty cool moveset too. Everything's a punch. Kind of wish he had that Iron Fist ability. Or, yeah, nature. No, ability. I'm getting it mixed up now. But instead he has Pressure. I don't even think he can get that punching ability, but anyway. He is gentle and likes to relax. I chained two more of those shiny Duskulls. This one turned into a Dusclops just to have all of the forms. He has Pressure as well. He's impish and likes to run. So that's okay. It's pretty good. And the last but not least is the other Duskull that I chained, and he is not even being raised at all. He has Levitate still, and he's modest and strong-willed. Shining Sudowoodo. This is a pretty cool one as well. Unfortunately, though, he has a pretty bad nature and really low IV, so he's not that great, but I still have him and it's pretty awesome. He's a rock head for his ability. Hasty is his nature, and he's proud of its power, but it's kind of a bummer, though, because even though he's slightly quicker than the normal Sudowoodo, which is still really slow, he's got low defense, which is just a real bummer. Shiny Love Disc. This was obtained through GTS, and it is a Japanese Shining Love Disc, if you couldn't tell there. It has Swift Swim, Rash is his nature, and likes to thrash about. Shiny Relicanth, also obtained through GTS. This one is a French shiny Pokemon. Actually, not GTS. This was from a passerby. I traded them a normal Vivillon form for this. It has the Rock Head ability, calm nature, and likes to fight. Shiny Cryogonal. This one's pretty epic. I traded a normal Moltres for this. Pretty cool moveset as well. Has the Levitate ability. Nature is modest and is quick to flee, so that's pretty nice for a Cryogonal. And it looks like that's our box right there. We're going to move on over. This one's going to go a little quicker just from what I see right there. This is Glitters. This is from my run-through of Heart Gold when I played that. It probably had a bunch of HMs, that's why it has no moves right now. Intimidate. Relax nature, alert to sounds is this Gyarados here. I have one more Gyarados, and this one is actually from the All Shining game before the Pokemon got traded up. It currently has some of its moves back, probably so they could use that Gyarados right there. This one also has Intimidate. It is lonely and likes to relax. Next we have some event shiny Pokemon, and this is Shiny Dialga from the event. It is Pressure, Naive, nods off a lot. I did this event twice, so I've got 2 Dialgas, Pressure again, Calm and Sturdy Body, Palkia, Shiny Palkia, once again the event, Pressure, Lonely, Loves to Eat, once again did this one twice, Palkia, Adamant, takes plenty of siestas, Giratina, once again did the event. This one's holding the Grizzlies Orb though, just to get it into Origin form. Levitate is his ability, and he is hardy and highly curious. And once again, the final one, Shiny Giratina. Pressure, Naughty, takes plenty of siestas. Since I have copies of this event, I actually really want to trade for somebody who has the 3 legendary dogs shinies for that event from Heart Gold. If anybody has them, I'm definitely willing to trade. Let me know in the comments. Next, we have some chained Pokemon from, let's see, Platinum, and this was for the All Shining game. I chained a lot of Shuckles because it's one of my favorite Pokemon. This first one here was Sturdy, Lonely, and Mischievous. And Lonely, since it lowered the defense, I kept going for more of them. And this one was actually the one I went with out of all of them. My second one, Captain. There's the moveset right there that I ended up fighting with. Pretty awesome moveset for Shuckle. It has the Gluttony ability and a pretty awesome nature, careful and quick to flee. So that's really awesome, heightening that special defense. Another Shuckle from the chain, Gluttony, lax and likes to thrush about. Another Shuckle, Sturdy, quiet and somewhat vain. Another Shuckle, Sturdy, quiet, likes to relax. So that was kind of a bummer. I was getting some not so great natures for Shuckle, but it's okay, because this last one here was traded for an ocean form of a Shining Vivillon, which is another really awesome one. This was from a Shuckle that I traded to somebody. It has the Shield Dust ability, and it is quirky, likes to fight. This one actually looks like it was probably chained because it was just found in the forest. So that's pretty awesome. Next was a Pokemon chain from Platinum for my All Shiny game. This was a Shiny Zubat chain, and he appeared on a chain of 25, which was awesome and really quick. So there's his moveset right there. He has the Inner Focus ability. He's jolly and likes to thrash about. Pretty powerful. Pizza, my Shiny Ludicolo. And he had a ton of HMs like that Gyarados back there, so he really doesn't have anything right now, but he will soon. He has the Rain Dish ability. He's serious and somewhat of a clown. Coda, my Shining Manectric. This is another really awesome one. I like this one. So here's the moveset. The ability is static, and the nature is timid, and it loves to eat. So that is the Manectric. Ace, my Shiny Absol. This is another one that has Mega Evolved. I don't have the Mega Stone yet for Manectric, so that one I haven't done yet. This has been oh shoot, actually, I didn't tell you how far back then I tell you. This was a chain from Platinum. This was a chain from Platinum. This was a chain from Platinum, but I actually did it in my how to chain video, so it's kind of a longer video to get to the end of it. This, I was trying to chain Absols, and just like that Shiny Gardevoir I told you about in the beginning, I ran into a normal Shiny Absol 1 out of 8,192, which was really awesome considering where I was. It's a cool video, you should go watch it. The moveset is really nice right here. It has the Super Luck ability, and normally I would have it hold the critical hit heightening claw or fang or whatever it was, but normally that's what it was holding, but I was just mega evolving it because I traded him up. Nature is gentle, and its characteristic is alert to sounds. Heaven is my Shiny Skarmory. I actually get this one semi-live. It shows up in the background of a live video, so it's pretty cool. You can actually hear my reaction to finding it. Here's its moveset upon finding it. And it has Keen Eye, Quiet, and Quick to Flee. So it's really not that great, but it's okay. Twinkle, my shiny Poliwrath. Pretty cool as well. There's his moveset, and he has Water Absorb. He's lonely and loves to eat. I believe he's not super trained yet. Munchies, my shiny red stripe Basculin. That was a pretty cool video, mainly because there's a little puppy that I'm playing with the entire time in it. It has adaptability. The nature is bold and likes to thrash about, which is, yeah, it's okay, whatever. I'm not gonna fight with a Basculin. Swirls, my shiny Politoed. Hey, guess what? Once again, I'm not telling you where my shinies came from. Let me back up. I believe it's this one I didn't tell you. Shiny Skarmory I got by doing wild encounters with my shiny charm in Black 2. This was a consecutive fish, and consecutive fishing. So anyway, Swirls shiny Politoed has Water Absorb, and Rash Nature likes to run, so I really like that one's nature. Pretty cool. Princess, this is my shiny Magikarp. It's a pretty fun video as well. Got him really quickly. Her, actually. Swift Swim, and Relaxed hates to lose. Yeah, hates to lose. The thing is, I'm probably never going to fight with that just because I've already got Gyarados. I just got it as a joke. GS22. You can go watch this video as well. It's a pretty long, kind of amusing video. There's the moveset for GS22, the shiny Hoot Hoot. It has the Keen Eye ability. Naive is its nature, and it likes to thrash about. So that's alright. Jade, I really like this one. This was a pretty exciting find. Shoot, I forgot to tell you again. Consecutive fishing. She's consecutive fishing. This was my first Friend Safari find. And then Jade here was a wild encounter just out in the middle of nowhere in Pokemon Y. So gave it an awesome new moveset, super trained it and everything. Really liked this one. Should continue to level it up. It has Liquid Ooze, Gentle Nature, and Good Endurance, so it's pretty sweet. This was also a wild encounter in Pokemon Y. Did not have any shiny charm or anything. I was, let's see, near that area where you get Hone Edges, and this was a wild encounter. Also another cool video. So there's the moveset there. It has the Chlorophyll ability, Adamant Nature, and likes to relax. So that's pretty nice. Cherry. Well, it was Cherry at the time, but this is my shiny Vanillux. When I found it as a Vanillite, it was pink, so I named him Cherry, as in cherry ice cream. But, or her, but it no longer is, and it looks identical to the normal one, so whatever, there's the moveset. And it has Ice Body, Jolly Nature, and capable of taking hits, so that's kind of a bummer. It's got low special attack, but yeah, whatever, it's okay. Dynamo! This is a really cool one. This was also in Pokemon Y, and I didn't tell you again. Yeah, I didn't tell you that this was a horde encounter. I was horde hunting in the Frost Cavern, I believe it's called, in Pokemon Y. And then Dynamo here was a wild encounter. This was the first one where I did have a shiny charm, I think. And he was in the area where you first find Haluchas, with all those rocks everywhere. Dogs are going crazy now. There's his moveset. He can fly, by the way. It's pretty cool. So, he's really strong. He has the Iron Fist ability. Nature is careful, and he likes to thrash about, so that's really awesome for him. Wicked! So, right after getting him, I went to the Friend Safari in Pokemon Y, and found the Shining Halucha, which is amazing. There's the moveset right there. The ability is Limber, unfortunately. I'd rather have the other one, but it's okay. Docile is the nature, and it is capable of taking hits. This is Naughty, which ironically is his nature. But anyway, this was my first. No, he's not. I'm thinking of my next Pokemon. This is just a Friend Safari find. There's his moveset right there. Chlorophyll is his ability. His nature is Naughty, like I said. It was his name, which I didn't know that at the time. It just happened to show up that way. Pretty cool. Capable of taking hits. And that is it for this box. Alright, now for our next box here. First up, we have a my first live Friend Safari video, which is for Chestnut here, and this is Camo. Here's his moveset. His ability is Overgrow, bashful, and likes to thrash about. Pretty sweet. My next one here was a shiny Wartortle named Khan. It actually was one of a series of Wartortles I ended up finding live in the Friend Safari. I found a couple live, some weren't live, but anyway. Friend Safari find. There's the moveset, just fresh from finding it. Had Torrent, and its nature is serious and likes to thrash about. This is Peak, my also a live shiny video. This was live shiny Bergmite from the Friend Safari. Here is his moveset. He's got his hidden ability, Sturdy. Nature is bold, and mischievous is his characteristic. Yet another live Friend Safari video. Mage, my shining Delphox. There's the moveset right there. Same moveset I used while playing the game with my Delphox. It also has its hidden ability, which is Magician, which is awesome. Nature is serious, and it is alert to sounds. This is Teal, one of the lamest shinies I ever got. Not live or anything, but it was in the Friend Safari, trying to find a shiny Greninja, or a Frogadier, technically. There's the moveset upon catching. It has Torrent. Impish, likes to thrash about. This is Ballsack, my next shiny Panpour. I was also very angry, trying to get that Frogadier in the Friend Safari. Same moveset, but this one has Gluttony, Hasty, and Mischievous. Whatever. Unloved was after that. I was really angry at these things, and once again, it has Gluttony, Quirky, capable of taking hits. Finally, something nice. So I was still kind of mad. I got another duplicate before trying to find that Frogadier, but I ended up finding a female shiny Wartortle, which if you didn't notice way in the back in the beginning, my shiny Charizard is also a female, so I decided to raise this one as my shiny Blastoise, holding Blastoise Knight. There's the moveset from Friend Safari. It has Torrent as its ability, Quiet, and takes plenty of siestas. It's pretty sweet to have extra special attack. Another shiny Wartortle. At this point I was getting a little upset, especially because I could not get the hidden ability. This one is Torrent as well. Lax and takes plenty of siestas. And another shiny Wartortle. Anyone who wants a shiny Wartortle, I'm up for trades. Also has Torrent and Naive, capable of taking hits. So at this point I was getting really frustrated because I just could not get that shiny Frogadier, but guess what? Finally did. Shiny Frogadier appears live. Epic video. Here is now Shining Greninja. Here's the moveset he's currently using. His name is Smacks. He has the Torrent ability too. Quirky and Mischievous. Victory was a Friend Safari find. It's pretty awesome shiny Pokemon. I was actually hatching them. So here's his moveset currently. He has the Frisk ability, Naive, and Alert to Sounds is what his nature characteristics are. Mirage. I actually ended up getting him an Assault Vest, so it's going to be pretty cool to fight with. He's got this moveset currently going on right now. It has the Water Absorb ability, naive again and mischievous, which is really not that great for a Lapras, but it's okay. Mikaruge, which is my Shining Spiritomb. Really awesome fight getting this guy. So here's the move set currently. Infiltrator, he's got his hidden ability. Lax is his nature, and he's mischievous. Oh, by the way, Friend Safari, Friend Safari, Friend Safari. Like I said, these are Friend Safari finds. Mikaruge was actually a live find. Pinocchio here, his alternate name was going to be Gustav, but it took too long to change. If I ever evolve him into a Probopass, I will name him Gustav. But anyway, for now, Pinocchio is my live shiny horde hunt find from Pokemon Y. His ability is sturdy, and he has a mild nature and strongly defiant, which really is pretty bad for him, so it's kind of a bummer. That's probably why I didn't evolve him right away. Pixie! This was an interesting find, and this was a Friend Safari find while trying to look for a shiny Mowl. Here's the moveset. Magic Guard is the ability. It is a calm nature and capable of taking hits. Like I said, this was a Friend Safari one, and unfortunately in the middle of this video I was almost sure that I resetted over my shiny Ho-Oh, who I've been resetting for about 2 years during that whole time, but guess what? That was the next Pokemon to appear as a shiny, and it was epic, and it was live. So, you should definitely go watch that video. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite ones. I have the geekiest freak out ever. Anyway, so here is the current move set for shiny Ho-Oh. They off pressure, and mine is jolly and a little quick-tempered. Pretty awesome. Mauler, my shiny Mowl. It was, I believe it was named Crimson Chin, and I ended up changing it at one point. Holding Mowlite, pretty sweet moveset as well. Eevee trained in, I think, attack and speed, and it has Hyper Cutter. Naughty nature and alert to sounds, so it's pretty awesome. That increases attack, but I do remember that its attack was like a 0 in IVs, so that was really disappointing. But you don't like this so much? Oh, sorry. Ho-Oh was soft reset in my all shiny game, Heart Gold, and Mauler here was a Friend Safari find. Because Batosai here, my shiny Aegislash, was found while wild encountering in the same area where I got that Bellossom. Holding leftovers, here's his move set currently. He has stance change, adamant nature, and likes to relax. He's really powerful. He's one of my favorites to fight with. Xanadu, my Venusaur. This is a really cool one as well. Holding Venusaur at the moment. Here's the move set. This was a Friend Safari find, not live or anything. Has Overgrow for its ability. Lonely is its nature, and it is alert to sounds, so that's alright. It's pretty good. Buzzer. I was going for my first Shining Vivillon. The other ones I didn't have at the time. I was trying to get one for myself and then some to trade around, hopefully to accumulate more Shinies for the Vivillon collection. This unfortunately showed up instead, so this is a Friend Safari find. It has Prankster, and it was found Friend Safari, like I said. The nature is quirky and it is mischievous. Next, once again, I was trying to get a shiny Vivillon, but this is still a really cool shiny. Was really scared when it used Whirlwind on me, so that's a pretty cool video if you want to watch that one. Friend Safari find. Don't think it was live though. But anyway, it has the Swarm ability, bold nature, and it is capable of taking hits, so some pretty crazy defense for a Beautifly. Rocket. I was trying to find a shiny Sliggoo in my Dragon Safari, and got pretty bummed out that I got another shiny Gabite, because as you saw earlier, I have shiny Garchomp. This was from Friend Safari, like I just said. Sandvale is its ability, hardy nature, and it likes to thrash about. Rocket Trap. It's my next shiny Gabite, because it happened to me again. I was still trying to find that Sliggoo. I was really disappointed that I found another one of these. Sandvale ability, sassy nature, mischievous. And then finally, Shiny Goodra! My Taffy appears in that Friend Safari with the dragons. And it is holding Damp Rock currently to extend its Rain Dance to take advantage of its hydration ability here. So it could actually use Rest and heal and wake up immediately, and use Muddy Water to double the power of Rain Dance and Dragon Pulse. So pretty cool moveset, really like that one. Hydration, like I said. It has Modest and is alert to sounds. And then I got my first shiny Eeveelution, and this was actually a live find, so it was really exciting. Here's the moveset right here, just fresh from finding. It has its hidden ability from the Friend Safari, so it has Friend Guard. It is hasty and mischievous. Right after that, I got another shiny Eeveelution, made up for all that failure before. This one, same moveset as well, from Friend Safari, has the Shield Dust ability, Adamant, and is somewhat vain. Goldie, this is my shiny Onyx. I found in the Friend Safari as well, trying to find a Dwebble for somebody who was going to trade me a Eeveelution form. I ended up not finding it, unfortunately, but I did get this shiny Onyx. Bummer about this shiny Onyx from the Friend Safari is that it has, well, its nature is bad, which we're going to see in a second, but what's really cool is it has its hidden ability, which is weak armor right now, but it will turn into a pretty cool one when it's a Steelix, but I'm still not sure about doing it because it has the gentle nature and likes to thrash about, so it's kind of a bummer. Dark Flare. We're on my second to last one now. Dark Flare was a Friend Safari find. It's got a pretty sweet moveset for its hidden ability as well, which is Drought. And it's holding the Heat Rock to crank up that sun time. So, Dark Flare with shiny Ninetales. Rash is its nature, and somewhat vain is its characteristic. Now, my number 150th shiny Pokemon is Emerald, my shining Mewtwo. I didn't even realize this until I got it all ready for this video, but the number 150 Pokemon is actually my 150th shiny Pokemon, which is sweet. He's currently holding Mewtwo X. This is just random moves that he had at the moment. This was just a TM I threw at him, so he literally just came up from the shiny game today. He was a soft reset in Pokemon Heart Gold for my all shining game. Really awesome, really love him. And his ability is Pressure, obviously. He has the lax nature and good endurance, so pretty good. Only downside to him is I know that his special defense is just atrociously low, mainly because it's hindered, also because its IV is a 0. But everything else is pretty good, so it's really not that big of a deal. But really love him, really love fighting with that Mewtwo. So, that is it. You've actually seen all of my shining Pokemon. Let's see what's bust through right there again. These are the 150 shiny Pokemon that I have kept. So, thanks for watching this ridiculously long video. It's been a whole lot of fun hunting all these shiny Pokemon, and hope to see you guys in the next 150. I'll see you at number 300.